Good morning. So now we are going to go in and put together our spreadsheet portion of the travel project. Now we are wanting to create a chart that compares the cost of traveling to each of the three cities you've chosen. So the first thing that you need to do is to open up a blank document in Google Sheets and make your screen look like mine. Now, hopefully you have the wherewithal to understand that the three cities I have over here are just example cities, and those needs to be what you've done for your project. So your three cities, but you will have your column headings from B1 through E1 to look like mine: airline, airfare, tax, and total cost. So please go ahead and set that up now. Just pause me and then come back. Now that you have that done, I want you to open up a new browser tab and go to the website Expedia. Expedia.com is a travel website. Maybe you've seen their commercials before. And what this allows you to do is to go in and plan a trip. You can plan a cruise, you can buy tickets for places that you want to visit, you can do packages, car rentals. So, really, it's very easy to plan a fun, big, comprehensive trip without having to hire somebody to help you with that, just by working through the websites that are available to you. So we want to be on flights. I've already changed that on mine. Yours is default to stays. So switch it over to where the little airplane is, to flights. And we're going to do a round trip ticket, which means that we're going to buy a ticket to fly there and then back. I want you on this first section here to change where it says leaving from to Atlanta. So type in Atlanta just like mine. The reason that we do that is Atlanta is an international airport. It's much larger than any airports around us. Obviously not, it's much larger than Knoxville. Even if you put in Knoxville for your starting airport, it's just going to route you to Atlanta first anyway. So go ahead and put Atlanta. And then I put in my first city, which was Tokyo. Obviously, you would just type in your first city. If there are multiple airports, then just choose one. If you've picked somewhere small and they don't have an airport, then just pick an airport that's nearby. After that, you're going to put in your dates. We're going to depart when you click on that on January the 1st. That means we're leaving on January 1st, and then return January the 15th. So we're going to take a 2-week trip. Okay. So one more time, you've gone to Expedia, round trip from Atlanta to your first city, departing January the 1st, returning January 15th, and then click search. Now, this is a database, so it takes a second to gather the information, searching the variety of airlines. The airline is the company in which the airplane is made. So we have popular airlines like American, United, Allegiant, KLM. You all should have heard of those. So I'm going to scroll down and see what my results are. Now, obviously, when you're looking at flights, over here is where the information kind of lives. This flight leaves at 8:54 p.m. The airline is KLM, and the round trip amount per person is $18.54. Scrolling down, you can see that you can look at, maybe you need to leave a little bit earlier and you want an AM flight. Let me see if I can find one. Looks like everything leaves at night, probably because it's going overseas. Okay, here we go. Here's a 9:30 AM flight. And then that's going to take you, it's going to take a couple of days to get there. Look at that. Holy cow, it's almost a whole full day. So I want to scroll back up to the top, and you will too. You're going to use your top most result, which is your cheapest option. And for this particular one, it's $18.54, and the airline is KLM. Looking down here, you can see that you have Air France as an airline option, American Airlines. So that's how you see it right here, right below the time. So moving back over to my spreadsheet, my airline for Tokyo was KLM. My airfare was $18.54. And now I need to write a couple of formulas. So this is just review from the things that we've done over the past. My formula for tax is going to be equals C2, which is my airfare, times 0.0925, which is 9.25%. So again, equals C2 times 0.0925, and then hit enter. My total cost is going to be the total between these two. So I'm going to choose equals C2 plus D2 to add those two guys together and then hit enter. So real basic formulas, we did much more complicated things when we were actually in that unit, so you should be super comfortable with this. Now I'm just going to sort of make up information over here for my other two. You are going to go into Expedia though and make sure that your information is accurate. You will repeat the Expedia process for both of your remaining two cities. I'm filling in information so I can show you the next step. So I'm just putting in my airline, I'm putting in my cost, and I'm putting in for both cities. Then I'm able to select my formula cells, which of course are D2 and E2, and use my old friend, the fill handle, which is, remember, the filled in square on the bottom right-hand corner. When I hover that and drag down, I now have filled in the tax and total cost for my remaining two cities. The last step of your spreadsheet is going to be to select your cities as well as your total cost and create a graph. So just as a refresher, I'm going to select my column A information, hold down Control to skip over all of the non-adjacent information and grab my total cost. So again, I'm going to select A1 to A4, hold down Control, and then select E1 to E4. Choose Insert at the top, Chart, and then of course I want to change my pie chart over here to scroll down to a column chart because I like that much more when I'm thinking about cost comparison. I now can see that Paris is clearly the most expensive trip, Nashville's the cheapest, and these two things will be screenshotted into your presentation just like the examples that you have seen in the module. So have a good day. Talk to you soon.